Hi, I'm Garibaldi FM and welcome to episode 8 of my Smith City Challenge. So we're at the beginning of season 2 now, literally just about to play our first game in the National League after getting promoted last year. We've made a couple of signings, but neither of them are going to get in the team unless there's injuries. It's like a third choice keeper and a third choice centre back. So we basically got the same team we did last year. First up, we've got Filed. So we'll see how we can get on against them. They're predicted to come 5th, so it'll be a tough game. Where did they come last year? And last year, well, they didn't come as high as that last year, 14th. So perhaps they've improved a bit, or they underperformed last year. So yeah, this is our first season up. We're predicted to come 9th, and our board only want us to avoid relegation. I don't know why I've dragged that up there. So yeah, the board are looking at just fighting bravely against relegation. So I think we should manage that fine. I would like to think that we've got a chance of promotion, really. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we're all set to go. So we'll see how we go. We're, like I say, same team basically as last year. So we should recognise a lot of the players. I mean, they're all called Smith for a start. And yeah, sort of Tyler Smith up front still. Still got Liam Smith, Lewis Smith, Matty Smith, and all the rest of the gang. I think we had Nathan Smith at right back. Nathan Smith at right back. Chris and Will Smith centre backs. Grant Smith in goal. Anyway, let's see what we do. So yeah, I mean, obviously we've got a bit of a step up in competition this year, but because we were comfortably the best team in the north last year, and the fact that we managed to win the FA trophy, beating a couple of National League sides along the way. Damn it. Good start to the season. Given all that, I think it's not unreasonable to think that we could challenge. I mean, I'm not expecting to run away with the league or necessarily even win the league, but I think we've got a good chance of certainly getting in the playoffs. Minimum is what I'm looking for, really. Because we want to get up into League Two before, because we have got a couple of players that are too good for the National League. Yes, get in, Tyler Smith, off and running. So yeah, we've got a couple of players which are too good really for the National League. So sort of trying to keep hold of them, like Lewis Smith, the left winger. He's definitely a League Two player at least. So yeah, if we can get up, then it gives us a good chance of keeping him. Whereas if we stay down here for a couple of years, we could lose him or maybe one or two others that won't sign a contract, and then it's just going to be so hard to replace them with anyone of quality because we can only get people called Smith. So yeah, we really could do with getting a shift on through this league as well. But it's not a bad start. I mean, we are at home, so a win would be great, especially if they do end up being a playoff rival or something like that. And we've had the better of the chances in the possession. They've had a couple of good chances as well, so it's not conclusive in my favour by any means. But we'll see how it goes. Second half. And then we've got, I think, the 5th or 6th game of the season. Oh, penalty. It's not good. Come on, Smith, you can save it. Yeah, 5th or 6th game of the season, we've got Solihull Moors, who are a team that were sort of in the Birmingham kind of area, which is where Smethwick is, where I've set Smith City. So they're kind of like one of the teams I set as a local rival, so that would be quite a big game. So that will be the second match we'll watch in this episode. But hopefully by then we'll have picked up a few wins, but we're losing this one at the moment. So, what can we do? Bring on a fresh centre back. The problem is, I've got a good first 11 mainly, although some of the defenders aren't that great. But outside of that, my subs aren't that good at all. So I do struggle when people get injured or when it comes to bringing people on or something like that. See, I can take off Tyler Smith, but Mason Smith just isn't as good. But we'll give him a chance. See if people can do something in the last 25 minutes. We'll go all out, very attacking. See if we've created chances. So if we can just create one more and get it in. Could be that penalty that separates the teams, I think. Get it clear. Since the last season as well, the board have added an extra 1,000 onto my capacity. I think it's taken it from 3,000 to 4,000. So if I could get a bit of an FA Cup run or something against like a League 1 or 2 side, then and I got drawn at home, just get a little bit more money in through there. But oh well, we've lost that one. I'd say we deserved a draw at least, but wasn't to be. So oh well, we're 15th. We'll carry on there and see how we get on. Yeah, so the stadium's got another 3.5 months or so till that's finished. So yeah, we're just down to just under 3,000 at the moment, but that'll be 4,000 when we're finished. Anyway, we'll skip on off camera for a bit and pick up with that Solihull Moors game in which is the 6th game of the season. Like I say, a local derby. So we'll just skip on to that one now. Okay, so we've played a few more games. We managed to win all 4. First 2 were very close, then the 3rd and 4th a bit more comfortably. So next up we've got Solihull Moors, who are a bit of a local rival. That's actually moved us top of the table as well now, and Fylde, who are second, are the team that beat us at the beginning of the season. So that kind of probably does confirm that we are going to be right up there and that they're one of the other stronger teams. So it's no disgrace losing to them really. Off the field, one bit of news is I've managed to find a director of football called Smith who'll join me. So Steve Kittricks should be leaving hopefully sometime after this game, and we'll be getting in somebody called Smith. I can't remember what his name was. Does it say that? Ashley Smith. He's not as good as the guy that I've got, so I'm going to be spending money to get a worse director of football, but he will be called Smith, which is kind of what this is all about. And then it'll be Smiths all the way then, so we'll only be replacing any of them if we can find another one who's better, basically, with the right name. But yeah, we'll see how this one goes. So I didn't actually look where Solihull Moors were, but they're below me in the table. So let's hopefully we can carry on the good form we're in. Like I say, Fylde were looking like a good team, so it's no disgrace losing to them first game. Then we had a few teams a bit lower down. One of the teams we did play was Herrero, though, who are in the playoffs. So they were a decent team, so it was a good result getting a win against them. But yeah, perhaps the rest weren't the strongest quality. Oh, off the post! Oh, get in! That was a tight angle there. Lewis Smith. Tyler Smith was unlucky really not to score the first shot. And Lewis Smith got it in from a real tight angle. Especially with his left foot as well. That was a good finish. Because that would have been curling away from the goal. So we did well to get that in. So a good start though, 10 minutes in. Keep on doing what we're doing. They've got a couple of players which aren't looking in best of condition already, 20 minutes in, which is good. Hopefully we can take advantage of that as the game goes on. Just a little passing move here. Probing, trying to find a way through. And Smith down the left. Puts a cross in. Ooh, Smith's shot is blocked. And oh, good goal, Matty Smith. Good header. Crossed in by Lewis Smith, his second cross. Close succession, and then this one was put away by Matty Smith. That's a good header. So it's looking good, right? Yeah, I think we're going to be right up there again this season. Playoffs is an absolute minimum target, I think. It's still very early. This will only be 6 games in, but if we're on 15 after 6, then it's all looking promising then, isn't it? Especially as we've played at least one team up near the top already. Probably 2 if you include Herrero as well. What can Smith do here? He's full of confidence after his goal. Plays it inside to Smith. Smith, all the way back to Smith. Plays it short to Smith. Out wide to Lewis Smith. Into Smith. Little Smith triangles going on all over the place here. Smith played a 1-2 with Smith. Smith plays it through to Smith. Oh, what a goal! Tyler Smith. I think the whole team was involved in that because it went back to the keeper at one point as well, and the centre back. I think the whole team touched the ball in that. Must have been 30 odd passes in that move. If that had been scored like Messi at the end of Barcelona or something, Barcelona move, that would have been one of the world's great goals. As it was Smith City and no one okay. Good that we didn't let one in straight away afterwards, because 3-0 we're almost there now, but as long as we don't let a stupid one in soon, then we should be good. So the forward and both the wingers have scored in this match, which is good as well. Good to see they're all in good form. Yeah, some of their players are starting to get a bit tired, so should be able to push on in the second half and get a couple more, hopefully. Matty Smith playing little 1-2. Liam Smith there. Up to Lewis Smith, who hits the post. Martin Smith to Liam Smith. Back to Chris Smith. We might make a few subs in a minute, just because we've had quite a few midweek games and stuff lately, so seeing as we're pretty much there in this one, we'll just give a few key players a rest. So we'll take off Nathan Smith because he's easily my best right back. I'll give Lewis Smith a rest as well, and we'll rest Tyler Smith. So yeah, just give those key players a bit of a rest. Keep them fresh for when we might need them later in the season. I think we've actually got a little bit of a gap before the next game now, so they'll get a bit of a rest now anyway, but every little will help. And obviously they can't get injured now as well in the last half hour, so that would be good. Be nice if we could get another goal. Maybe if Maybe if the reserve forward could get a goal, that would be nice just to... Jason Smith, is it? Oh, John Smith. If John Smith can get a goal, that would be nice. Just boost his confidence in case he needs to come in for Tyler Smith at all. Doesn't look like he's going to. Still, it's going to be a good win. Keeps us top of the league, unless Fylde won by a crazy amount and overtook us on goal difference. But I would think that's unlikely because we've won by 3, so they'd have had to win by quite a decent amount. So after this episode, I won't end it straight away. We'll just skip on a few days and see if the new director of football signs and just gives us that full complement of Smiths in the backroom staff before we finish wrap up the episode. Should be a clean sheet now, which is good. It's all over. Smith City 3-0, third 3-goal win in a row. We're definitely on form. Let's hope we can keep this going for a while. So Fylde did win. How much did they win by? Only 1-0, so we're 4 goals clear at the top now. It's starting to build a nice little gap to the playoffs. So anyway, we'll just carry on for a minute. Very pleased. We did very well. We'll just carry on from OC if the director of football is going to join. Nothing yet. I have got a defender joining in January. Oh, there we go. So there we go. We've got a new director of football. So it cost us £7,000 in compensation, and I think the getting Kittrick was like, I think that was another 17 grand or something it was to get rid of him. So it's cost me 24 grand to get a slightly worse director of football than what I had, but he's called Smith, and that's the name of the game. So yeah, we'll wrap up this episode here, and we'll pick it up I don't know, where will we aim for next game? A little bit down. Who's quite high in the league? We've got a Wrexham, Chesterfield, Barnet, Aldershot. Anyone like that coming up? We might pick it up with Barnet then. So yeah, I think Barnet away will be our next game in the next episode. Anyway, thanks for watching this one. If you subscribe and all that, don't miss out on the future episodes then. Thanks.